I'll keep it.
Okay, what's up guys? Welcome to Savage Gaming and our day one tutorial on Conan, Exiles. It's a reasonably new game. It's been out for about a week or two or so, yeah. And pretty much it's an open box or open world sandbox type game, survival game. Very similar to your Rust and Ark and those kind of things. Pretty much you're stranded on, or you've been exiled to these desert lands and you've pretty much got to survive. So first day one tutorial, one thing you've got to do, alright, besides reading the letters and all that, you'll see at this little rock that we started at, there was a water bottle and a letter from the guy. I'm not going to go through reading the letter, you guys can do that. You can activate the stone, which tells you basically to follow the road. But one of the things you're going to want to remember to do when you start out here is start to collect fibers and rocks. So I've set my multiplier a bit high on the server because I'm just going to use this save to show you guys a whole bunch of tutorials, and so I can just level up quick and get there faster rather than you watching me grind for hours and hours on end and me having to sit editing for days as well. So I can get content out quicker and we can see things happen a lot faster. Right, so we've grabbed a couple of rocks. One thing you want to watch out for as well when grabbing these things is if we open our inventory, you can see I've got to read quite a bit of these things. So that's because my multiplier is a bit high, so I just collect a lot quicker. But you'll see there's an anvil next to the XP icon in the top left there. Now that anvil is what they call encumbrance, so it's the weight that you can carry, and when that thing goes full or into the red, you can't move, and then you're going to have to drop some stuff. So just keep an eye on that as well. You don't want to set your multiplier too high in the beginning. It's just a bit it just becomes an irritation actually, even though you're collecting a lot of stuff. So just be careful of that, mindful of that one. So yeah, alright, cool. So we can level up at the moment, but I just want to get to show you guys what to do on your first day, get the basics down. So we're going to run and follow this road all the way to those cliffs out in the distance, because one of the first things we're going to want to do is get our base set up and established. So I'm not going to carry too much at this stage. I just think we just need enough to get an axe so we can start doing some crafting and mining, etc. Okay, we ran out a bit of stamina there. Okay, there's some more fiber there. Let our stamina build up. We'll make another dart. So there's quite a few places that you can sort of join up into this oasis here behind these cliffs where the map actually really starts. So you just want to be a little bit mindful about where you're going to build them. You can run into this first gap here. There is a nice little cliff here, and there is some NPCs and that we can take on pretty close by. So this little oasis here where these trees are, this is a reasonable spot to get started. But before we run in too deep, I see there's an imp in the distance, so I'm going to just avoid him for now. I want to quickly craft some sort of defense. So we're going to make our stone pick, which is 5 stone and 5 branches. We're going to craft that quickly. Let's craft a tunic, some hand wraps, some leggings, and our foot wraps. So all that stuff's basically going to give us some armor. And the stone pick is going to give us an ability to get some stones to start building our shelter up and getting that sorted. And also we can use it as a weapon defending if one of those imps come for us. I just want to be careful not to alert him too soon, because this stuff is taking a little while to craft. In the meantime, let's have a look around. This does look like a pretty decent spot. There's some trees up there, trees down there, lots of trees here, and some rocks as well. And that's going to give us the opportunity to be able to get wood and stone that we are going to need to build our lovely first little shelter. So you don't have to settle here. You don't have to make this your home base, if I can put it that way. But it's nice to have a little shelter that protects you from any encroaching sandstorms and any creatures that might be chasing you down. It'll keep you safe and give you some form of protection. So the next thing I'm going to want to do, we're busy crafting those things. While that's happening, I'm going to level up for us. The first things I'm going to level up is I'm going to level up my encumbrance. That gives me the ability again to carry more things. Survival, that makes the food last longer so you don't get hungry as quick. Strength gives you a bit of melee damage, and agility is when you how much your armor affects your movement. That's vitality is your health pool, accuracy is ranged weapons, and grit is stamina. So those are the first things I'm going to want to upgrade. I want to get my grit, my encumbrance, my survival, and my strength. Strength's going to obviously help me bang some of those baddies up, and encumbrance and survival is going to allow me to last longer without having to run to find water, etc. Let's just have a look here. We've got a sealed water skin. I'm going to pop it in there. We have got quite a few insects which will keep us alive if we need to, if we don't get meat in time. Yes, when we're leveling up, then we go to the learn recipes tab here, and you'll see there's a whole bunch of recipes you can learn. Now the green ones are the ones you can already make. The sort of orangey browny looking ones at the back in the background is pretty much the ones that you can afford to upgrade now. So we can afford to get foundations, craftsman, and experienced survivalist. So I'm going to first take, I think, craftsman. Fire is important, but right now we want to be able to build a foundation, and we want to be able to build foundations, walls, things like that, storage boxes, just so that we've got a place to put all that stuff. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to take foundation. That's going to allow us to build walls, ceilings, door frames, doors, a whole bunch of cool stuff, hammers and so on. Hammers are used to obviously repair your base. The next thing I'm going to learn is my campfire ability, so that I can build that and a sealed water skin in case we lose it. The next thing I want to build up is going to be my stone sword. Let's build that up. And my storage box, that takes 2, so I'm going to take that. Right, so I've only got 1 point left. I can go make the torch. Right. So we're done. We've spent our points. We've leveled up. Our tunic is still busy creating itself. It's taking forever. I think I might have clicked something when I set up this local server. I might have just set the multiplier too low, but that's not the end of the world. You can always cancel and carry on. So as you can see now, I'm picking up a whole bunch of rocks. I've got 142 rocks in total. I want a little bit more than that, because we are going to build our shelter. We need to build foundation first, then we need to build walls, and then we need to build ceilings and doorways, and yeah, so we're going to have to really stock up on our stone, because you're going to need a lot of that at first, and then obviously sticks and branches and wood. That's going to get us nicely close to where we want to be. Right, guys, another rock here I missed. Okay. So let's see, how far is our crafting? Okay, we've still got a long way to go there. Let's do stone foundation. We need 5 wood and 50 stone. Wood, we've got nothing. We don't even have a wooden axe. So let's craft a wooden axe quickly as well. I'm going to move these out the queue. I'm going to wait for that one to finish. Yeah, so pretty much getting that tunic up and getting your pants and your hand wraps and that on, it's going to help definitely if you come into a bit of trouble, unless you're just going to run. But, often in this game you'll run from one guy and you'll run past 3 others who'll also begin to start chasing you. So if you run out of stamina, you're pretty much going to be stuck having to face the music or die. So yeah, be careful of that, guys. Don't be too boisterous and want to explore too quickly too soon. Rather get your guy leveled up, get your base sorted, or a shelter sorted, so that you can get established and start crafting some armor, etc. Your bases in that are all destructible, so you can destroy walls, add walls, and all that. So that's the nice thing that you can do, in the sense that you can build a little base, and then when you've got enough stone and you're a bit more comfortable, build a little bit more and a little bit more, etc. So That's that there. Now this axe is taking forever. Right, maybe I think let's just take this little imp on because he's actually irritating the hell out of me. Now you'll hear the music changes when they spot you. Okay, he hasn't spotted me, so that's cool. Okay, and then we can whack his corpse. Now, you'll see in the bottom right there where my face is, you guys probably wouldn't have seen it. I should have maybe moved my face somewhere else, but basically I collected from him, I got some hide, I got bones, and I've got some feral flesh. Now flesh, uncooked, is not going to last as long, so you've got to get it on a fire reasonably quickly. So just be aware of that. Don't keep the flesh for too long, otherwise it'll just spoil and then you can pretty much throw it away. Right, okay, so we've now got our axe. Okay, our guy is very thirsty, so we're just going to drink some water quick, get our thirst up. I'm going to eat some insects as well, get my hunger going nicely. You don't want to eat feral flesh, you want to eat cooked flesh, so we're not going to eat that feral flesh now. I'm just getting my hunger up. Right, so that's that. Let's build our we've got our axe now, so let's take our axe and go chop us some wood quickly, because we are going to need wood to build a lot of things. Okay, so there you see it says I'm carrying too much, I cannot move, so I can choose what I want to drop here. So I'm going to drop the seeds, I don't need them now. That's going to give me some alleviation. Bones I'm not going to need now, I'm going to drop that. Right, okay, so as you can see, that's why I said upgrade your encumbrance as soon as you can, because encumbrance is going to give you that that ability to just carry a little bit more. So let's get our foundation built. I think we should have enough wood. Yes, we can craft 4 foundations. I'm going to craft all 4. Okay, wood, sorry, not wood, walls. Let's build 1 wall for now. Can we build a doorway yet? No, we can't. We're going to need more stone. So we're going to have to wait for those things to craft as well. Otherwise, we're going to encumber ourselves while we're waiting for it to craft. So also just bear in mind that's something you've got to look out for as well. Okay. Almost done with that foundation. And then once those foundations are crafted, all those stones will go out of our inventory and we'll be able to carry some more. So let's place our first stone foundation. What do? We hold, is it control or shift? I can't remember. There we go, shift. Hold left shift and use your mouse wheel to raise or lower your foundations. I'm just going to put one, not too high, just a little bit above the ground. There we go. That's one down. So yeah, we've got our first little foundation. Alright, second one's almost done. There we go. So I'm just going to make a square, because that's going to be obviously the I think the most obvious design, but yeah, so what. Let's get some more rocks while we're at it. Let's encumber ourselves a little bit, yeah? This will help us build some walls. Okay, lovely. Woohoo! There's another rock. Ooh, another more, 3 rocks. Ooh, yummy rocks. Okay. Okay, number 2 is nearly done. Awesome. And now we wait for our last foundation. Let's see, can we get our walls going? We can do 3 walls. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 3 walls. Get that waxed. Okay, I see some shalebacks there in the distance. They're going to make for some nice hide and food for us as well. So we'll get there once we've got our nice big sword and a shield. Okay. So that's your foundation sorted. Now we've got our walls going. We've got quite a bit more space. So I'm going to chop these rocks as well for us, because we are going to need lots of stone. Ooh, yummy. Okay. Is that a rock? Yes, it is. Okay, great. So we've got our one wall up. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay, so you'll see on the walls here it says outer face, but it's read backwards, so you can rotate that with your mouse wheel. That'll just allow you to, if you're doing indoor double story or double levels and things like that, it'll create a nice look on the inside as well. So I'm going to use that, that. Okay, and we need another. How many walls? 1, 2, 3 walls. Okay, so can we do another 3? Yes, you can. 1, 2, 3, and a doorway. 1. Okay, then we're going to need to craft a door, which we need twine for. Now, twine is made from fiber, so don't neglect your fiber. You're going to need it. Trust me, trust me. Let's just see here. Twine, I'm going to craft 10, I think. Is that how much we need for the door? Yeah, we need 10. Great. Okay, so this is number 5. Is it finished crafting yet? No. Okay, it's still crafting. There we go. Okay, and then 2 more. Why is it saying 4? 1, 2. Oh, okay. Great. So we've got our little shelter coming along. We've got our twine's going to start making as well, so we can put our door up, and then we can start doing some ceilings. And yeah, I'm just going to collect some more fiber here for us. Oh, there we go. We've got plenty of fiber now. So our base is coming along. Okay. One more wall. Come on. There we go. We're getting somewhere, guys. Then what are we crafting after that? I'm still waiting for the twine, still going to come. I don't want this wall. I want ceilings. We need, let's after 3, we need 1 more. So we need a little bit more rock. Let's just chop this rock here. Stone, I should say. Okay. And then once you've learned the recipes, you can make little stairwells and create double levels up here. There we go. Okay. Right, I want to craft another ceiling, huh? Shit, we're out of wood, guys. We're out of wood. It's not the end of the world. We just give it a little chop. There we go. I'm not going to take the whole tree down. I don't need that much. I don't want to encumber myself too much. Let's put our ceilings up. Okay, and then we're just waiting for our door and 1 more ceiling. And then we've got our shelter. Now, this shelter is going to protect us from sandstorms. It's going to provide us with a place to put our storages and a respawn point, which I'll show you guys now as well. That's one of the very important things you need to do before you go out and explore the world. Okay, so we've got our door. Let's pop our door on. Ooh, sounding all quiet now. And we've got, didn't we have a ceiling? Okay, that's making one for us now. Great stuff. And then what's next? Probably a campfire, hey? Craft one of those. And our next thing. Yeah, I think that's it. And then this, once we've done this, you have pretty much done your day 1 survival techniques, and you've got it down. You've got a place to stay. You've got a water skin that we collected when we first started. I'll show you where to find water now as well. So let's go have a quick look at that. We're just going to make sure we don't bump into any NPCs on the way. It looks pretty clear. Okay, I want to make a bolt for it. Basically, we're going to run to the water, we're going to drink some water, and then we are going to fill up our water skin as well. So also, guys, just be careful for crocodiles here. They are around. So all we do is we press E when we bet the water, and we can have a sip, and then press 4, which is the slot my water skin is in, and that will fill the water skin up. So that's a lot of water. It's going to last us a long time. Okay, so we've now got what we need to survive, guys. We can run back, build our fire, and cook our feral meat. So I don't know if the feral meat's spoiled yet. No, we've still got it. It looks reasonably okay. Here's our little home sweet home. And what are we going to build next? We are going to build our fiber bedroll. The fiber bedroll, that gives you the ability to create a respawn point. So if you die, that's where you'll spawn. You won't just spawn somewhere random on the map or somewhere that you're not familiar with. So you'll always end up at your base, which is really good. Okay, so we're going to put a little campfire. We'll put it in right in the middle here, so that when we light it, it's going to light up our whole base on the inside. Because for some reason the lighting in this game is a little bit strange. If you'll see at night, basically, if you put it in the corner, it only lights up the corner. For some reason, it doesn't light up the rest of the cabin. So quick basics here on campfiring. You're going to need wood or branches, anything that's going to burn. So I'm going to pop the wood in there. I'm going to switch it on, and then all you do is you drag your meat onto the fire, and then your meat will, at the bottom here, slowly start cooking. But your meat still does boil. The spoil timer still is running. So if you leave it too long, you're just not going to have any food, guys. So be careful with that. You might just run into a bit of trouble there if you leave your meat too long. So while that's cooking, I'm going to eat a few more insects. Okay. And that's me done. Wait, hold on. What else is there? We were going to build something. I built some twine. Boom, boom, boom. What did I build twine for? I can't remember now. Oh, well. Okay, guys, so that's your day one tutorial. That's just to get you through one night, get you surviving, and help you to start collecting and leveling up and finding a place to call home. Oh, yes, before I forget, that's why I built the fiber, is to craft our bed. Nearly forgot there, guys. I nearly forgot. Still sunny day. Okay, that's all still cooking. Our little bed is coming along slowly but surely, or our little fiber roll, I should say. Also, what you can notice is if you're running outside, or if you go into your base and then out of your base, you'll see in the top left there it says shelter, and then it disappears. So when that little house is bright white, that means you have got full shelter. That means you're fully protected from the elements. So if a sandstorm comes, then you're going to be okay. Okie dokie. So our little bed is nearly done. And it's quite simple. You just pop it on the floor and press E next to it, and it'll update your spawn point. So you can have multiple of these. It'll always spawn at the last one that you activated, basically. So I'm going to place this thing down. Let's just get rid of this stuff out of my inventory. I don't need that all now. I don't need campfires now. And we're just going to pop this little fiber bed down on the ground. Also, if you use your mouse wheel, you can rotate it the way you wish, and get it all nice and perfect where you want it. There's a little fiber bedroll. We'll pop E, and you'll see on the top right it says spawn point updated. And that's it, guys. So if I die now, I will start back here, and I can be able to be in familiar territory and safe territory. So I hope you enjoyed that. It was a day one tutorial, guys. I'll be doing some more videos, some shorter ones on this game as I progress in it. I have come pretty far in certain instances, but I can't have multiple saves, so I can't just show you guys where I am, etc. So hopefully they introduce something like that later on. But yeah, until then, I'm going to be doing sort of trying to continue from this save, maybe start another save, change the server settings, and then, see if I can progress a bit further and then show you some more new, cooler stuff. So keep an eye out for that, guys. Once again, thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing to my channel. I really do appreciate it. You guys help me a lot, and you motivate me to make more cool stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.